Guys, it's Tina and I am back and I'm here with another Get Ready With Me video, this time featuring a night out look. We are about to head out to a birthday party at a club, so we're gonna turn up, and I decided to film this Get Ready With Me video featuring my look, and I went with a cut crease. I've just been into cut creases lately and I decided to do a purple cut crease with a little bit of glitter. So if you want to see this Get Ready With Me video, then stay tuned and I'll talk to you soon. Alright guys, so here's an up close view of the look that we are going for. It's an outer lid cut crease, so let's get right into it. I'm going to start out with my MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour Extend Eye Base, and I'm going to apply this all over my lid. And this is going to seal in the oils and help prevent our eyeshadows from creasing throughout the night. And then I'm going to grab my Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer in the shade Dark Neutral and apply it directly beneath my brows, which are already filled in. And then I'm grabbing my concealer brush. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is number 18 brush. And I'm just going to use this brush to clean up the edges of my brows and create a nice, sharp, defined line using that concealer. And this concealer is technically my skin tone, so it's not going to look too harsh at all. And then go in and blend out the edges using a Real Techniques Deluxe crease brush. And this is just a synthetic brush, which I absolutely love. I can't wait. I'm like, sell these as single brushes, please. Next, I'm going in with my Lane Low Paint Pot from MAC, just a little bit on the same Real Techniques Deluxe crease brush. And I'm just going to apply this all over my lid and blend it in to give ourselves a nice light base for our eyeshadow, since I'm going to really keep the lid light and neutral. Then I'm going to go in with this RCMA No Color Powder. This is a translucent powder. And I'm just using this to apply directly over the concealer and the paint pot to take away some of the tackiness and the creaminess that was left behind. And any translucent powder will work, but I decided to use this one and buff it in my crease. Now I'm going in with an Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil. This is the shade Tornado. And this is just a matte eggplant purple shade, and I'm going to apply that and create an outer C cut crease with the pencil, and then go in with a MAC 242 brush to blend out the edges of the pencil. So I'm using the pencil to create the shape that we're going for, and then just blend it out. And you want to work quickly with this pencil because it does set down pretty quickly. So I'm just making sure I go in quickly and try to buff out the edges so there are no harsh lines. I mean, it's going to be a harsh line. It's a cut crease, but I don't want it to not be blended, so I'm blending it out quickly with this 242 brush. Now I'm going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made Eyeshadow Palette, and I'm grabbing the shade Deep Purple and the same 242 brush, and I'm now going to apply this over where we placed that eyeliner. So we created the shape with the eyeliner, and now we're going to go in with the eyeshadow and apply it over the eyeliner and pull the color out into the shape we want. So we want kind of a half moon shape or a C shape, and I'm just going back and forth building up the color and blending out the edges. And I'm lightly blending out the edges because I want to pull the color up, but I don't want to pull it too far up into the crease. I'm just building up that color, blending it out so there are no harsh lines, but I'm also not building too much of the color up because this purple is intense and it's such a great color. Then I'm going in with a small blending brush, and I'm just going around the edges of the cut crease. So we're not going against the cut crease, so we're going on the very edges of the color and just building it up and blending it out. And again, I'm just picking up some more of the color and pulling the color in a very concentrated area around the cut crease. And then I'm going to go in with now a larger blending brush and blend out the edges and diffuse it a little bit more. The smaller brush that I used was the J5529 from Hakuhodo. It's just a very small concentrated blending brush. And then this larger brush now is the J5522 brush from Hakuhodo. Love Hakuhodo brushes. They are my favorite. And I'm just, again, using the larger brush to further diffuse the color upwards onto the brow bone area. Now I'm going in with the shade Spirit Rock, also from the Self-Made palette, and I'm going to apply this directly on the cut crease area and on my lash line. And I'm going directly against the cut crease, and I'm using a MAC 242, which is a really flat kind of detailed shape brush, and it's great for
cut creases like this where you need some control over the shape of the brush. You don't want it to be too fluffy and too floppy. You want it to really have a nice defined shape. So I'm just, again, using the Spirit Rock to go against the edge of the cut crease and define it a little bit more. And these colors, oh my god, I told you I love this palette, right? And it was back on Ulta. I don't know if it's still there, but you can check it out because it was restocked. And hello, it's a great palette to have. And then I'm going to go back with the smaller brush and just blend out some more of the edges. Now we're going back in with the Lane Low Paint Pot and my Anastasia Beverly Hills number 18 concealer brush. Love this brush. I use it in every look, don't I? I love this brush. Anyway, any concealer brush that you have will do, but I'm just using the paint pot to clean up the shape of the cut crease and really just reapply it to my lid because I'm not going to apply much of a color to my lid. I'm just keeping that a kind of skin tone shade. So I'm sharpening up the shape, making sure that we have a nice crisp line for the cut crease, and then just going back in with the Real Techniques brush to buff away any excess. Now I'm going in with a further detail brush. This is the 231 brush from MAC, and going around the edges again with the Spirit Rock just to make sure that we have the detail shape. You know, just fine-tuning things a bit. Back in with the blending brush, just going around the edges to make sure the black blends in with the purple and it looks seamless. Now I'm going in with the shade Buttery, also from the palette, and a MAC 252 large shader brush, and applying that directly under my brows for a highlight. This is a great highlight shade. It's not too stark and it's really pretty. Now I'm going to grab Sherbert from the palette, which is again this skin tone peachy color. It's more of a satin finish and not a true matte, and I'm just going to apply that directly on the lid over the paint pot using a Rite Aid eyeshadow brush. Again, just leaving my lid pretty bare and then going back and cleaning up where that eyeshadow kind of went over, you know, onto our cut crease. Now we're going in for the fun stuff. This is the glitter. I'm using the Seeing Stars glitter from Lit Cosmetics. It's in the style or size number 3, and I'm grabbing their Clearly Liquid glitter base. This is the waterproof version, and I'm just applying that directly on a MAC 242 and grabbing some of the glitter and now going around the edge of the cut crease. Now you don't want to pick up too much of the liquid because it can get very wet. We don't want that, and it's a very tacky, sticky base. I don't know if this waterproof version is tackier than the original, but this is very tacky, and when I say this held it in place, it held it in place. And then, of course, mascara. This is my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara because what else? I mean, come on. I don't use anything else. I just love this mascara. And it's perfect for layering with other mascaras too because somehow it makes them more voluminous rather than clumpy. I'm going to be out all night, so I'm going in with my La Mer, the oil absorbing lotion, and I'm just going to apply that all over my skin because baby girl gets greasy and oily. And for those asking, the La Mer products, I like them. I actually really like them, but the price? I don't know that they're completely worth it. Anyway, I'm going to try out this charcoal setting spray from Boscia, and it's a white charcoal. You got to shake it up really well, and then I'm just spritzing this all over my skin, and I'm going to use my hands to further work it into my skin and help absorb some of that excess product. Now, I like this spray. It does a great job of mattifying, but it leaves white marks all over because of that charcoal, and I did not like that at all. But what's a girl to do? Now I'm going in with my primer. This is the Armani Prima Day Long Skin Perfector for Trouble Zones from Giorgio Armani. It's such a great primer, but it's expensive. I prefer the Dior Forever and Ever Wear base over this one because it's cheaper, does kind of the same thing, actually does a little bit better. But yeah, that's what we're going to apply all over skin. Then I'm going to go in with my foundation, which is my Laura Mercier Candle Glow Foundation in the shade Pecan. And I'm just going to apply that all over my skin using the Face 3 brush from Marc Jacobs. And just really apply that all over my skin. It's going to give my skin a nice subtle glow, but it's not going to be completely matte. And we did apply mattifying products before, so I feel good going in with a more dewy or a more glowy foundation. In fact, I think this is a great glowy foundation for oily skin because, again, it's not overly dewy, it's not overly moist, it's not overly oily at all. It actually looks really natural on the skin, and it doesn't really get oily throughout wear, it actually just stays looking like it does. I do set it with powder, but I love the finish of it on its own. I think it's a great foundation. And then I'm grabbing the Naked Skin foundation, concealer, again, not foundation, concealer. And I'm just going to apply this directly under my eyes because, you know, under eye bags and stuff. But this color is my skin tone, as I mentioned before, so I'm going to go in with my Studio Conceal and Correct Duo from MAC. And I'm grabbing the shade Yellow, what is it called? Rich Yellow. And just popping that under my eyes, and this is going to act as a brightening, kind of highlighting product under my eyes, but without being stark and intense as you see some of these gurus do. They go really intense and bright on the eyes. I don't like that at all, especially in photos and in the darkness. You glow like a raccoon and it looks kind of silly. So I go in with very natural tones that match my skin, so it looks very natural under harsh light or in flash photography. And I'm just going to blend that out using a dampened beauty blender. And then I'm going to go around the edges with my Marc Jacobs foundation brush just to blend everything together so it's not separated. You can't see where the concealer highlight starts and the foundation ends. You know what I mean? Now I'm going in with my lashes. These are Minked lashes from, these are from Minked Lashes. These are the style Mila, and I'm just going to pop those on my eyes using my Revlon lash glue, which is my favorite lash glue. And as I mentioned before in a previous video, I am going to work on doing a lash application video for you. And yeah, so I'm just going to pop those on. These lashes, though, are really comfortable. I don't know why. Well, I can tell why. They're expensive, but these lashes are so comfortable, so lightweight. And I've used them many times and they haven't fallen apart. So I really like this brand of lashes. Now I'm going to set everything in place with my Guerlain Loose, what is it called? The Mineral Le Voilettes powder. It's Beige Moyenne number 4. And I'm just going to apply that all over my skin using my Tarte Powder Player Brush just to set everything in place. Like I said, I set the foundation in place even though I love the finish. This powder gives a really natural finish without being overly matte. So I'll still have a little bit of that natural dewy glow coming through, but it's not going to be too much. Now I'm going in with this It Cosmetics Sculpted palette, and I'm using it again. The last time was a little bit too intense. I wasn't ready, but this time I'm ready. I went in with the medium shade instead, and my Marc Jacobs number 3. Did I say Face 3 brush for the foundation? That was number 2. This is number 3, the Face Shape brush. Is it? I get my numbers all mixed up, but they're down. They're down in the description box. Then I'm going in with my blush. This is from Lauren Geller. It's the shade Papaya. It's one of their Vivid Swirl blushes. I love these blushes so much. They're one of my favorite formulas for blushes, and they have beautiful colors that look very natural on the skin because they're not too matte, they're not shimmery, they're just a perfect balance of skin-like finish. And then I'm going to go in with this highlight powder from Illamasqua. Shut It Down. This is such a beautiful highlight powder. And I'm using my favorite highlight brush that I've discovered. It's the MAC 133 brush. It really applies the product nicely and it's really soft, so it buffs it in on your skin so well. It's just a beautiful brush and a beautiful highlight. And I was highlighted all night, and when I got home I was like, whoa, I'm still glowing. Then I'm going back to the contour kit and I'm just grabbing the same shade that we used, the medium shade, on a Kevyn Aucoin contour brush and just chiseling out my nose a little bit, giving it a little bit of dimension as you do. And because I don't like harsh lines, of course I'm going to go back in and blend it out with my powder brush just to make sure, you know, no lines, we don't do lines. Now going in with my lower waterline liner. This is just the shade Perversion from, no, that's a lie. I'm using the same color I used for the cut crease. This is Tornado from Urban Decay. Just the same pencil we used for the cut crease. And then I'm going to go along the edges of the lashes with my MAC 242 and blend out any of that excess product. And it's going to kind of smoke out the look without really being too crazy with it. I didn't want to do too much on the lower lash line. I'm just buffing that out so it's not too harsh. And it looks pretty on its own. Then going in with my lower lash mascara, which is my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara. Absolutely love this guy for lower lashes. Try it out. Tell me what you think. And then for my lips, I decided to go in with one of the ColourPop matte lips. No, this is not a matte lip. It's the shade Fighter. It's a bright, bold, in-your-face red shade. And I'm using this almost like a lip liner to outline my lips. And these pencils are nice and cheap. The formula is really nice, but you can tell it's a cheaper formula. Like, it's not emollient and moisturizing. The texture kind of reminds you of a cheaper drugstore formula from back in the day. Not now, but like back in the day. You do feel it, but I'm telling you now, they wear comfortably. They stay put all day. They're for the price and for what it's worth, they are great products. And now I'm going in with my Kat Von D liquid lipstick in the shade Santa Sangre. Yes, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lips. Like I said, I'm going out for the night, so I like to use a liquid lipstick because this means my lip color is going to stay in place all night and not go transferring all over the place and just making a mess. And I don't have to reapply it because I'm going to a club. I'm not going to be eating anything, so it's not like I'm going to lose this color. And it stayed in place all night. I don't know anymore if Kat Von D is my favorite lipstick, liquid lipstick formula. I really love the formula. But there are other liquid lipsticks that have now debuted and they're on the market that I find I prefer more than the Kat Von D versions. I don't know, that's just me. And, of course, here's my outfit. Look at my dress. This is such a cute dress. It's just a plain black dress, and I'm pairing it with gold jewelry. And my husband told me to wear this necklace. I was not trying to wear this necklace. I'm simple. And then I wore hoops with it. And here he is showing you his outfit. He's wearing light blue, navy blue, and like a patterned shirt that he rolled up and red pants. He told me to wear red lips to match his pants. He's showing you his belt suit. He's so proud of himself. And his jewelry, again, very simple. We're simple people when it comes to jewelry. We don't really get too crazy with it. And he's going to wink at you. Crazy guy, right? And what is this? What is he doing? He's going to shake his little booty. If he doesn't go away, I swear. So here's a look at the dress again. It's just a simple black dress with a peekaboo see-through detail at the bust area. And I just really love it. And believe it or not, it was $20. And here he is showing you his loafers, which are just a dark kind of blue-gray shade with white. And it matches the shirt pretty exactly, which I'm surprised he was able to do that. And here are my shoes. These are from Ivanka. Her last name will not be said here on my channel without a doubt and without explanation. That's all. But I like her shoes, so that's what I'm wearing in. My husband told me to wear these, and they were very comfortable all night. I was able to dance, have a good time without them hurting my feet. I was really gonna wear single, what is that? The single sole, easy open toe shoes, but yeah, he wanted me to wear these, and I'm glad I did because they were comfortable. So here, why is he touching my butt? But here's our outfit, and we had such a great time. So here's a look at the makeup, which I absolutely loved as well. I love an outer cut crease. I forgot about how much I love this. And the lips and the makeup and everything wore well throughout the night. And like I mentioned before, I was highlighted still at the end of the night. So I really love how the look turned out, and I love how it held up.
Alright guys, so that is gonna finish up the video. Hopefully you enjoyed getting ready with me and learned some tips and tricks along the way. As usual, I will leave a full list of the products used down below in the description box. And until my next video, which will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye guys.